In Pakistan's capital, Islamabad, protesters continued their sit-in outside Parliament as their leaders held talks with the government. Opposition leaders Imran Khan and Tahir-ul-Qadri are demanding electoral reform, fresh elections and the resignation of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. Sources in their negotiating teams said progress has been made since the start of the talks at the weekend, the first sign of a breakthrough since the crisis began. The protesters have paralysed central Islamabad since mid-August, accusing Sharif of ballot rigging. Also in Pakistan, people displaced from the Khyber tribal district staged a protest outside the governor's house in Peshawar. The demonstrators are unable to return to their home villages and are demanding that the government give them official recognition as internally displaced persons or IDPs. This would enable them to receive food aid and financial benefits. Thousands of people fled from parts of the Khyber tribal district following the launch of a military operation there in mid-2007. In Bosnia-Herzegovina, funerals were held for the 5 miners who died in an accident in the town of Zenica. Bosnia observed a national day of mourning to honour the victims. The accident was caused last week by a small earthquake that trapped the miners underground. 29 miners survived the disaster, emerging on September the 5th after 18 hours trapped underground. In Kazakhstan, there were angry scenes at Halik Bank in the country's largest city, Almaty. Around 30 people came to protest at the bank's repossessing their homes. Homeowners with home loans in US dollars have staged a number of protests since the Kazakh currency, the tenge, was devalued in February, leaving them unable to make their monthly payments. The protest leader said anyone taking their homes would be smashed like glass. At first, a bank official told them their protest was illegal, but later the bank promised to investigate their grievances. In the Afghan capital, Kabul, a seminar was held to examine the legacy of Ahmad Shah Massoud, a prominent warlord who was assassinated in 2001. Speakers also addressed the current political situation in Afghanistan, with many calling for unity as rival presidential candidates Ashraf Ghani and Abdullah continue their talks after disputed presidential elections in June. The talks have so far failed to produce a breakthrough. The 10th Moslem Film Festival is taking place this week in Kazan, the capital of the Russian Republic of Tatarstan. It began with a glittering opening ceremony on September the 5th, with celebrities such as Russian actor Boris Sherbakov and Tatar singer Albert Azadulin. Film buffs can choose from more than 50 films from 22 countries, including Turkey, Kyrgyzstan and Azerbaijan. The event is one of the highlights of Kazan's time as cultural capital of the Turkic world in 2014. And that's the video roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.